Hey guys, how's it going? Well, say hello to my all new diary. Actually, it's not my diary. In fact, this is the world's first foldable laptop. Yep, this right here is the Lenovo Thinkpad X1 Fold, which, to be honest, is what I feel the future of laptops is. So, how good is this convertible foldable laptop? Does the future of laptops really look good? And is this product worth your money? Let's find that out. This is Juan from Guiding Tech, and you're watching my in-depth review of the Lenovo Thinkpad X1 Fold. Let's get started. Okay, so right off the bat, to call this design as a unique design would be an understatement. I mean, seriously, I've used foldable smartphones, but this thing is just the next level. It's literally like a normal notebook that I can just open up to use as a tablet. And then again, it's not really a tablet either, but a full-fledged laptop. Just pop the kickstand, use this keyboard, and bam, my laptop is ready. If only things were that easy. See, there are a lot of good things to talk about here, so let me first address them and then we'll talk about the bad things. But yeah, let's just be a little positive first. So as for the positives, like I said, the design here is great. Regardless of how you plan to use it, this thing is ultra portable. Also, that leatherback finish not only makes it feel premium, but also gives you a much required grip. The hinge here has been crafted with utmost precision, and while the two sides don't really sit flat on each other, I don't really mind it. Now, as with every foldable display, the first question that everyone asks is, hey, is that crease visible? And to be very honest with you, for the most part, it's not that obvious. I mean, obviously, if you'll be using it as an angle like this, I mean, it's plastic, so obviously you will see a crease over there. But if you're using it flat, laid down on its surface, or flat like a kickstand, that crease is not really noticeable. As for the panel itself, it's a 2K 13.3-inch OLED panel with a 93% DCI-P3 color accuracy. Now, while I find that resolution kinda unnecessary on this form factor, there is no denying the fact that it looks absolutely stunning. And the color accuracy is great. The OLED panel also means I can watch HDR content on it freely without any worries. Of course, it's a touch panel, and despite the plastic surface, using it with touch was a hassle-free experience. Alternatively, I also had the Lenovo Mod Pen that makes using this extremely easy and fun, especially in a tablet mode. And yeah, that's all about the good stuff. Moving on to the bad stuff, let's talk about the keyboard and touchpad. And you might be wondering, where exactly is that? Well, radio! Ta-da! You never saw it coming, did you? You didn't see this coming. I didn't either, to be honest. I just pulled it out of my hat, actually pulled it from the back of the laptop. It attaches magnetically, and that's probably the only good thing about that keyboard. Like, seriously, I understand the design constraint, the lack of space that Lenovo had to work with while designing this thing, but no, this is not good. Trust me, this is not good. See, the keys here are super crammed in, and most of the common keys are hidden in the number row, and they force you to use the function key. To be very honest with you, I just couldn't find myself using this. This is not a good experience. And that's just the keyboard. The touchpad, if you can see it on your screen, you know what I'm talking about. The touchpad is going to be a horrendous experience. Literally. That's it. 3 fingers. That's all the space that this touchpad has. So just forget about gestures or anything. You can't even use it as a normal cursor for just moving around. With that being said, this is an add-on accessory, and I see no point in buying this thing. Moving this aside, there are a couple of other issues that make the Thinkpad X1 not that great of an experience. And unfortunately, it's not even Lenovo's fault. Windows in itself is very bad. Normal things such as, right now I'm in landscape mode, switching it to portrait mode. Now, this is how long it takes to just rotate the orientation of the laptop, and this is just one of the basic things. Right now I'm just on the lock screen for come on, man. Just on the lock screen. Imagine opening apps, like operating inside Netflix, using different apps everything. The whole experience is just very bad, and unfortunately it's not even Lenovo's fault. I mean, to Lenovo's credit, they have given a mode switcher which allows you to transition seamlessly between different modes and have split screen profiles. Sounds good, but that seamless transitions part is something that's not really delivered in the real world, because one thing is Windows and then there is the actual hardware powering this thing up. So inside, this thing is powered by an Intel Core i5 L16G7 processor. That's a quad-core processor with another high-efficiency core processor. Now, tech jargon aside, at the end of the day, that processor is something that cannot even compete with a U series i3 processor. So yeah, for normal web browsing like Edge and listening to music on Spotify, it's fine. But let's just not talk about multitasking here. And if I'm not talking about multitasking, let's just not even talk about high-end video editing or gaming. Like seriously, there's no point going on that route. This thing just cannot handle that. I mean, it's not meant to be, but yeah, seriously, it just cannot handle that. Then there's the battery life, and with convertibles, you usually do expect good battery life because they're portable machines. You think of carrying them all around with, using the entire day. The X1 Fold, in my usage, averaged just 5 hours. That's not really promising, considering that it uses a mobile chipset that is supposed to use less power. So the 50 watt-hour battery should deliver more, but unfortunately, it just does not deliver on the battery front either. Charging it is easy. You have two USB Type-C ports on either side. The 65 watt charger is quite portable, and to be fair, you will definitely have to charge this thing quite a lot. So, is the Lenovo X1 Fold actually worth it? As much as I like this design, I think you all know the answer to that question. Of course, it's not worth your money. It's definitely not. But then again, it's not supposed to be. See, here's the thing. This is a first-gen product. Now, first-gen products usually have to cover up for a lot of R&D cost as well. So, I mean, it definitely kind of justifies the price tag that it comes with, because like I said, it's a first-gen product. But at the end of the day, I am quite excited with what Lenovo has done here. I mean, if this is what future of laptops looks like, count me in. I'm all in for foldables. This is an amazing design, and of course with the next generation, Lenovo can make some changes. Lenovo has a great team, it has a great history of having some great innovations in the PC market, and yeah, with a design like this and a couple of improvements, this could be a hot seller. Like, okay, picture this. The Gen 2 comes with a similar design, but has a keyboard like this, except that this keyboard also folds. I mean, think of it as normal, but then it folds into a bigger keyboard. Why not? It's a foldable, right? You can have that technology inside the keyboard and touchpad as well. Then you have bigger real estate. Secondly, this thing is the perfect testament to the fact that we definitely need ARM processors in the Windows world. I mean, if one thing that Apple has shown us with the M1 processors is that ARM processors can be super powerful. Lastly, one thing that's not in Lenovo's control is the operating system. Now, we had talks about Windows 10X, but then that was scrapped off. Now, whatever Microsoft is working on, whether it's Windows 11, whatever it may be, all I'm hoping for is some good changes to the UI to make it easier for a tablet, let alone something like this. Even on convertibles, we've noticed that Windows is not that good. For 2-in-1 laptops, Windows definitely needs some changes. And if that happens, this thing will also get some improvements. And I'm surely counting on that. And like I said, if this is what the future of laptops is, count me in. And well, that was it. Let me know your thoughts about the Lenovo X1 Fold down there in the comments below, and whether you'd be interested in buying this laptop as it is, or you'd be waiting for the Gen 2 or some other company to bring around with its iteration of foldable laptops. Yeah, if you like this video and found it helpful, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more awesome tech content. Till then, this is Om from Guiding Tech, and I'll see you in the next one.